What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We got a bunch of awesome stuff to unbox and then install for the F80 M3. So all of those parts we're about to unbox are going on Chelsea's F80 M3. Now, we've only made one video with this car. I absolutely love it. I know Chelsea's been driving it every single day. The only thing that's done to this car so far is the Dinan exhaust. And if you guys know me, or have been following my builds for a while, I love Dinan products. I've used Dinan on my E36. Actually, I had a Dinan exhaust and a Dinan intake on my E36. I had Dinan parts on my Z4. They're just really good quality, and what's really cool about Dinan stuff is that it actually is okay with the dealer. So you can take that exhaust and you can just go to the dealer and there's no voiding of warranties or anything like that. I work really closely with BMW and everything is a-okay with the dealer, so that's really cool. Now, this car is out of warranty, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I really do recommend using Dinan products, and I have been using them for a long time. We have the Dinan carbon fiber intake. This is one of two of the airbox covers with that embossed Dinan logo. I'll put the link for this exact intake in the video description if you want to go take a look. I'm assuming these are the air filters. Let's see. So it looks like we got two of these nice blue cone air filters. These also have a Dinan embossed logo on it, which is really cool. You know, they actually make their own air filters, which is nice. And I can already see that it has a little bit of oil residue, so this is pre-oiled, ready to go, and ready to be installed.
So I'm gonna unbox this one. I'm super excited about what's inside. So let's see. I don't have safety gloves though, is this okay?
Don't cut yourself. What? That's a good razor.
This is not good. I'm getting closer. Everyone be patient. Whoa!
Woo! Dang,
this is so
that
beautiful.
Is sick. Wow.
That is so
So
nice.
Carbontastic is the same manufacturer that I have in my E46 M3, and I reached out to Eric and I said, what do you have for the F80? And he said, I have this one in stock. This matches the dash, right? So, and it'll match that 2x2 twill. You like it?
This is so awesome.
Yeah. Or carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. So here. Oh, how do I get the sock off?
I don't know. This way? All right. So, you know what those are? You know where those go? Ooh, just a nice clean little install. So when we bought the car, this is actually the only mark, really the only mark on the car is right here on the front bumper. So we got these carbon caps, and those are gonna be covering that little damage there and on the other side. Yeah, that was from the previous owner.
I did not do it. All right. Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Carbon. Carbon? Carbon. Autoworks. Okay, so that's a nice box. Here, set that down. Ooh, that is very nice.
Thank you, David King.
David Kim, shout out to you, man. Appreciate this. This is actually a stage 1 tune for this car. It's gonna make this car really fast. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right, cool. So it actually has this little tablet here, and then it has the connector that plugs right into your OBD2 port on the car, and that's going to be on the driver's side underneath the dash. And this looks like a USB cable to hook it up to this guy here. Yep. Or maybe to hook this thing up to the PC. No, I actually chatted with David, and what we have to do is we have to hook that thing up to the tablet, get some data for David. We submit the file to him, and then he will send back the flash tune for the car. You obviously have to let him know what mods you have on the car. So we have the Dinan exhaust, and now we're gonna have the Dinan carbon fiber intake. But other than that, it's those two mods and then the tune, and we should be looking at a substantial power increase, which is awesome. And what's really cool is that it's super easy, plug and play. You don't have to wire anything. It's awesome.
I worked so hard to lay out all my really cool gifts. So here's a little segment of Evan doing a nice view of my new gifts.
right, so what do you want to start with?
These.
Let's do these. Okay, so I think these should be pretty easy. So they already have some double stick tape on the inside.
And they gave us cleaner.
Yeah, where did that go?
Right here.
Oh, they gave us a primer and a surface cleaner. So we want to use the surface cleaner first and then the primer. Oh, it even gives you instructions. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I just washed the car, so the car is pretty clean, but we're gonna go ahead and wipe down all the surfaces where the double stick tape is going to be. And this should be really, really quick. So let's just get you guys on a little time lapse and get these things installed. I mean, that looks freaking killer. Solid improvement there. I do think we might be going with a different, like a whole front lip on the bottom. Project 1 is complete. Let's move on to the second thing. I think.
Ooh, looks so good.
Which one? The intake?
Yeah, definitely the intake.
All the cover
Okay.
on.
Bro,
They actually sell carbon fiber valve cover
Spotted. Hey,
covers
You guys
as well.
can't take all the carbon fiber.
Okay.
You gotta leave some carbon fiber for the rest
Look
of
at
it.
this 4x4. It's sick.
This
All right,
is
cool.
stock.
That's stock. Yeah.
BMW. It's a nice job.
Spotted the intake.
So
Success.
this one goes here and this one goes here. Should be a 10-minute install. Let's go.
All right, now, before we put that in, hopefully we don't drop these. You have to put these little spacers in so that we don't crack our carbon fiber. Mass airflow sensor screws back in.
So both sides are now installed, and the mass flow sensors were kind of a pain, but we were able to do it. So
We got them.
that
Okay,
was the hardest
so
part.
we
Now,
have
the snake.
our nice beautiful carbon pipe here. Grab that and then also grab these couplers. So this side is going to use the factory flex hose here.
This is the finished product and it looks absolutely amazing. I am so happy with how it turned out. And honestly, it's really cool when you like put your hard work into it, because like I did this.
You did it. Look at that. Looks so good. All right, so we just wrapped up the intake. It looks so awesome. The last thing we're gonna be working on today is going to be the Carbon-tastic steering wheel right there. So I'm just gonna do a quick little checkup online, make sure I have all the right tools in front of me, and we should be able to disconnect the battery, remove the airbag, and then pop off that center bolt right on the hub there, pop that one in, plug the electrical connections in, and we should be done. I am very excited. This thing got freaking hooked up today. Carb on tune we're not gonna be able to get to today. I just read the instructions. I actually have to send some information over to David. Let's get to that steering wheel and we'll wrap this video up. There's your airbag, that's it. Yeah, there it is. Strong. All right. How's it look?
It looks amazing.
How's it feel? Way different?
Very different.
Awesome. All right.
This looks so amazing.
So good. First drive in the M3 with the new Dinan carbon fiber intake and the new steering wheel, I guess. and the
Yeah.
front lip, which you can't see. But let's see how much more turbo noise there is. And we might be able to tell if it's a little bit faster. I'm not too sure. I know that we're gonna be able to tell a huge difference when we add the tune, but for now, let's see if we hear something different, and let's see if it feels a little bit faster to you, a little bit better acceleration, okay? I'm gonna toss this thing into M mode. Why can I not see? There's no M mode on here. We didn't change the buttons. Oh my God, it sounds so much better. What? How did that make such a big difference? Oh my God. That sounds amazing. We are losing traction at the top of second gear. Wow. That is freaking awesome. If you guys want to see more F80 M3 content, please comment down below and let us know. I freaking love this car. Can I have it?
Too bad it's mine.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. All right, so it's the next day right now, and for those of you who are really observant and who are F80 M3 guys, you know I didn't have the M buttons installed. So I talked with Eric, the owner of Carbontastic, and he was like, yeah, that's because the steering wheel you have is good for F30 or F80, so it did not come with the M button, so I had to swap those over. So I just finished that install. It's pretty straightforward. These are the M buttons here, if that will focus. These are the M buttons here. You have M1 and M2, which are both fully programmable, and they affect not only the suspension, the exhaust, but they also affect the heads-up display, which is one of my favorite things. So now this installation is complete. I am still waiting on the tune back from David Kim, but once that's done, I will check back in with you guys and we'll go ahead and pop that on and take the car for a test drive.